And we are live. Good morning, everybody. It's your favorite truck driver in the whole wide world. Ooh, ex-truck driver in the whole wide world is Bitcoin Ben. Here live at the club. I'm in my office with my green screen. You see this graphic back here? I made it with AI. I think I typed in Bitcoin at war with the globalists. And this is what it generated. I mean, I guess it looks good to me. You know, it's Wednesday. All right, guys, I have a feeling today's going to be a very deep day for me. It's Wednesday, which means it's my long day. It's my 18-hour day. I do a 3-hour show tonight on Patreon and FGTV. The way you can see it, there's two ways. Either by joining my Patreon channel, link under here, or joining the club. There's a QR code up here that will take you to the club's website, and you can join and watch the show this evening. I think I'm also going to do a Patreon show after this show today, because the war's broken out. It is full broken out. And what I think I'm going to describe on the Patreon show today, the one right after this, I'm going to just, all right. Some of you may not understand this, but try to follow as much as you can. Moloch. Those of you who know who I'm talking about when I say Moloch. Moloch is said to be from a poem, an ancient poem about a creature that traps humanity in a machine of evil, and that each human is programmed to be a cog in the machine of evil. The machine of evil is the progressive movement, right, of today. They've had many names. They were the enlightened ones. They were the Illuminati. They were the in Jesus's time, they were the Jewish leadership. They've infiltrated the organizations of humanity, and they have, through bribery, blackmail, lying, corruption, all of the weapons of evil were used against humans to manipulate and plug them in to the machine of evil. The machines of evil are corporations and organizations. See, there's a difference between a corporation, an organization, and a community. The Catholic Church is, as of now and for many years, has actually been a corporation of evil. Not the Catholic and Christian people, the organization of the church, the leadership of the church. There's a reason I do a history show. Most of the history you know is a lie. Most of the heroes of history are actually the villains against humanity. See, y'all ready? Like I said, I'm going to talk. I'm choosing my words closely here because I'm on YouTube. When I go over to Patreon, I can be more specific. The reason Jesus, the King of the Jews, were killed by Jews was because he went against the church of the Jews, not the individuals of the religion. That's why that's why he went out to the people. That's why he was under a tree. That's why he was preaching to the sinners. And the church, you have to understand how the Catholic Church and the creation of the English language was coordinated by the churches so they can manipulate the religion, right? The church helped create the English language so they could reach a point where they could translate the Bible and translate and leave out certain things. Enoch, and then they would teach it from there on. God, in Jesus, in nature, everything of nature encourages decentralization. Why is that? Why is everything in nature decentralized? Because decentralization creates activity. Centralization slows nature. All right? A huge rock is centralized, but it's not mobile. All right? A rock doesn't move because it's centralized material. Water can erode a rock over time because the water is decentralized. Humans are the same way. When humans centralize, they become stagnant. We call it ideologies. And once human thought is stagnant, it becomes rotten. And once an ideology is rotten, it becomes poisonous. Once it becomes poisonous, it tries to kill everything outside of it. No, let me rephrase that. It tries to suck life energy out of the decentralized world into the centralized entity. Now, because this is a Bitcoin show, I'm going to tie this in to currency and government and finance. The GDP of America grows or did. We're about to go negative because of the amount of people in America is about to plummet. The GDP, the historical GDP of America is 2%. That's the productivity growth. That's the profit of the economy of America. All right. We have reached the point where, and in America, we have two entities. We have the government and we have the markets. The markets are everyone else except the government. We like to call it the free market, the private sector. Right? Once a government hits 100% of debt to income ratio, once a government hits 100% of debt to income ratio. It has to drain anything over 100. It has to pull from the economy or print currency. It either has to tax more or print more. That's what we call the national debt. Now, as of right now, as of 2008, we hit a point. You know what that point was? Either the government grows or the private sector grows. They can't grow together because we only have historically 2% growth. The government for the last, since 2008, has been absorbing the 2% growth and printing it into inflation. So follow me on this, the real economic energy has been absorbed by the government. They have issued fake energy currency, fake energy currency into the private sector. That's the printing of money. So while the real economic growth, the 2%, has been going into the government through growing government, more agencies, more military, more this, more that. Growing the government eats up the 2% GDP growth of the nation. To trick the American people, they printed false economic energy, currency, the dollar. Since 2009, they have been printing fake economic energy into the economy. That fake economic energy is the inflation. The value of your eggs has not gone up. The price has, not the value. And from the production side, the cost has gone up, not the value. So while how much you get paid in dollars has gone up, the price of the commodities has gone up too, at a faster rate. Actually at about 20% faster than the wage growth. That's why we all say, the Fed's full of shit. Inflation isn't 5%. Inflation isn't 9%. It's closer to 20. Yeah, because the cost and the price are different. The amount of money you get paid is quote unquote going up. But the prices are going up 20% faster than your wage. So your wage isn't even keeping up with inflation. And the reason the governments of the Western world, let me tell you a little secret. The Western world is Moloch. You want to know the truth? You want to know the flat out fucking truth? The Western world government structure is the structure Moloch created. The founding fathers of America were trying to separate from the machine of Moloch. And they put up all the defenses they could. They created a new weights and measurement system so that the corporations of the Moloch machine could not infiltrate the system of America as easily. They created the Constitution. And the Federalist Papers were created to describe the new system of liberty. Liberty is an environmental situation. If you, Trump's speech on Saturday, listen to the end of it. He said, we are going to liberate our he said it twice. Liberate. Oh God. Fuck, I feel like Alex Jones. America used to be an environment of liberty. An environment of liberty is the absence of a structure to punish you for your free will. That's why he said it. That's why he said it twice. That's why he enunciated it. You see these bags under my eyes? I get made fun of a lot for those. You know what causes this? Salt. Salt. If you knew how much I cried for my country, for my kids, for my God. That's why on X22, it's why I explained the definition of liberty. It's why Trump said that we were going to liberate America, that we will liberate America. Oh, Jesus. We are at war, and this is a biblical war. This is a war. This is a spiritual war, because we are all spiritual beings. We are all made out of harmonized frequency with the collective consciousness. I know that God has got this. I know that. But so many people are being hurt. So many tortured. So many tortured souls. So many people have lost their lives to this machine. My dad. My friends. Toddles. We've lost so many good people. And this is why we fight. People have asked me, Ben, why are you into Bitcoin? Because it is the weapon of truth against the financial machine that is destroying us. They are destroying us with our own labor. They are killing us with their currencies. Currencies are just a unit of exchange of labor. Here, I'll explain it real quick. We're all in the Matrix. Remember the Matrix movie where it shows all the humans that are lined up, and the energy from the humans is what feeds the machines? The money is the energy flowing out of the ports of the humans in the tanks in the Matrix. That's our currency. All right, I'm going over to Patreon. Right now, click the links, and please, somebody bring Kleenex. Love you guys.